Alright, I haven't even looked at the trailer yet, but I'm not going to waste your time. Let's just watch it, and then we can analyze it after. Wow. Okay, I'm not mad about that. That was pretty solid. So, okay, I'm going to go in depth in a second, but I first want to just look at the dinosaurs and what I think they are. Okay, so it's not completely accurate, but I believe this is a Dreadnoughtus, from what features I can see. So they have a Velociraptor as well, from the first one. Not too much to say about that.
Make it quick.
Okay, so we've got clearly something interesting here. It's got a bit of a unique crest, but in terms of its size, it looks quite massive. Not as oversized as the Quetzalcoatlus and Dominion. But yeah, maybe a Hatzegopteryx, maybe something else similar to that. Whatever it is, it looks pretty cool. I like the stylized design. I think going for realism in this movie is not a good choice, because, you know, the dinosaurs are made from frogs at the end of the day, and this is the first go-around of making dinosaurs. So I like where they've gone with this movie. It has some soul to it. It has some thought put in. It's not just pandering to people that want these movies to have realism, because at the end of the day, they are monsters, they are not dinosaurs. This has been said in pretty much all the movies, so I'm not mad about that at all.
Too dangerous for the original park. Please don't say they're raptors.
We've got the Velociraptors. I could give you $20. Every single one of you, $20 if I'm wrong. This Velociraptor is going to be the same one that was in the cryo chamber that I showed earlier, and it's going to break out and it's going to hunt them. I can guarantee you we're going to get one of those scenes. It's inevitable, which I don't hate. It's just kind of funny. Okay, now, oopsies. Now we've got this thing. What the hell is this? I don't know. It's clearly not a dinosaur, whatever it is. Because we then get a look at it here. It looks like a fucking xenomorph. Like, there is a lot wrong with this creature, and it looks almost more humanoid, kind of. Now, if you've read the original book, there's a lot of interesting stuff that goes on in that. I recommend giving it a read. I'm not going to spoil it, but this feels more in line with the original feel of Jurassic Park. There's crazy shit that they make, and so a lot of crazy shit happens. And this is seems pretty legit to me. Now, I know a lot of people don't want more hybrids. I get that. That's fair. But this feels different to me, because the movie's more kind of leaning into the horror aspects, allegedly. This could work, I think. But again, we'll have to see with that. We get a adult Dilophosaurus this time around. I've always liked the old Dilophosaurus design, so hopefully this is going to be an interesting scene. We get another shot of the creature. Again, it looks more like a little more humanoid with the way it's posed. It's horrific to look at, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what that's going to be like. The T-Rex, it's just a T-Rex, it's whatever. I'd rather have less T-Rex this time around, because we have so much of it all the time. It's a little oversaturated, and I'm kind of just done with it at this point, so I'm glad that maybe this time it'll take a backseat for once. Now this scene's interesting. We've got 3 Spinosaurs and a Mosasaur hunting people on a boat. This scene doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because the Mosasaur is certainly big enough to just eat the Spinosaurs and leave, and not bother with a couple of ants, which it wouldn't be hunting anyways. But you know, I get it, movie needs to happen, we need to see cool CGI stuff. So in terms of the actual, you know, creatures in this thing, the Spinosaur looks pretty cool. It's not realistic, again, I like that, I think that's fine. It has the same kind of like fishy look to it that all the other ones have had so far, and I really like that. I think there's a lot of heart with that. It just seems more legit than trying to make them all realistic, because inevitably they're not gonna, you know, do it right. People are still gonna be mad, so you might as well just go with a more creative design. That's totally fair. I think that fits the lore. I think that fits the time period that they're going for in terms of like when these dinosaurs were made. I think that all works fine. I think that's cool. Now, the Mosasaur is huge, obviously. So, if you've played the original Jurassic Park the game, the Mosasaur looks a lot like this. And it's awesome. It's my favorite design that they've made. And so, I like it. I like how they've gone for a more monstrous look. It's still somewhat more realistic than the other one, actually, which is cool. So I'm interested to see how this goes. And The other thing is that the other mosasaur, which has just been dicking around in the ocean for the past 2 movies, might finally have something to do. Maybe it'll fight this thing eventually. Maybe not this movie, but you know, they could be setting that up. I wouldn't be mad at that. That would be awesome. The mosasaur, which is one of the coolest animals they've made, has had nothing to do since the first movie. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad if we got a fight scene between them. So that's all the dinosaurs in the trailer. In terms of the story, I am kind of interested. It's very simple. You know, you have to collect the 3 DNA samples of the largest dinosaurs. It's a little contrived, whatever, I don't care. As long as I get to see cool dinosaurs and they make the horror elements work and just the overall theme of the story kind of works, then that's good enough for me. I'm not asking this movie to do a whole lot. I don't think a lot of people are. Now, the only issue I have with this is there's a lot of jokes. A lot of funny, silly jokes. Especially from this man right here. And I'm not so sure about his character. He kind of has like that Marvel humor, the like, this isn't happening, and then the thing happens. And it's just like, I'm kind of over that type of comedy. It's really lame, and I don't think it would fit well in a movie that's got horror elements, or at least supposedly does. I feel like it would clash a little bit with what they're trying to do. But it's just one trailer. Obviously, they're going to stuff a lot of jokes into it, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt with this one. And in terms of the rest of it, it looks pretty solid. I like the cast. They're not really trying to like push it too hard in the trailer that this is the cast. Like they're just people in the movie, which I appreciate. We do have a kid. I don't know about that one. Kids never work in these movies because it removes all the stakes from them. But if it focuses more on this kind of shit, that would be great. That would be cool. Having a bunch of like horror go down and the old facilities, that would be fantastic. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, overall, my thoughts on this trailer are actually quite positive. I also like that this trailer doesn't spoil everything ever. I don't know everything about the movie with this one trailer, as I would with all the Jurassic World movies that they made. Just to, you know, give you guys maybe some tips, I wouldn't watch the other trailers. I think this provides all you need to be excited for the next movie. I think if you watch the other trailers, there's a chance you'll ruin it for yourself and then they'll show too much. So I would say if this excites you, then just leave it here. You don't need to watch every single bit of trailer. You don't need to analyze every single bit of trailer. I think this first one is great. It's good enough. It's all you need. Don't spoil this movie for yourself. There's no reason to. So yeah, I think this looks pretty good. If I had to grade this trailer, I'd give it like a 7.5. It's not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's rather inoffensive, and it's also just got some elements that kind of excite me and surprised me. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, this seems cool. If you want to go watch like an hour-long trailer analysis, I'm sure someone will make one within the hour. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful day.